Welcome back to our channel Ultra Rare Coins History. If you are a coin collector, watch video carefully. I will tell you about coins that make you a millionaire overnight. Top 1. Today we dive deep into one of the most fascinating modern pieces of British numismatic history, the United Kingdom Elizabeth II 2 pence coin of 2008. A coin that, at first glance, seems so ordinary, so simple, so everyday, yet hides a tale of rarity and value so astonishing that collectors worldwide still seek it with an unmatched hunger. The story of this coin does not begin in 2008, but decades earlier, when the decimalization of British currency transformed the entire monetary system of the United Kingdom. The introduction of the 2 pence coin in 1971 symbolized not just a monetary shift, but an era of change, new technology, new minting techniques, new designs, and a new aesthetic representing the country under the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. Over the years, the 2 pence coin evolved through different portrait designs, alloys, mint marks, and production methods. But none of these developments would prepare collectors for the unusual twist that the year 2008 would bring. By 2008, the Royal Mint was already in the process of updating not only the reverse designs of circulating coins but also experimenting with new alloy compositions. This change was intended to cut costs and improve durability, particularly as copper prices rose globally. The 1p and 2p coins, which had been made of bronze for decades, were now fully transitioning to copper-plated steel. This shift may sound minor, but in numismatics, small changes often produce the biggest surprises. And in 2008, with new designs launching, the minting environment was ripe for mistakes, anomalies, and experimental runs, giving rise to the special and ultra-rare 2 pence pieces that collectors hunt today. The 2008 UK coin series introduced a groundbreaking new concept, a set of coins whose reverse designs formed a complete shield of the royal arms when placed together. This was a bold artistic move, modern, symbolic, and deeply tied to British heritage. The 2p coin received the lower left portion of the royal shield, replacing the familiar badge of the Prince of Wales design used for decades. For many people, this change went unnoticed in daily transactions, but for numismatists, 2008 became a pivotal year that marked the birth of a new era in circulating coinage. However, transitions like this are never perfect. And this is exactly where the mystery and value of the 2008 2 pence coin become legendary. During the minting process, a number of coins were struck using the old reverse die instead of the new shield design. These mule coins struck with mismatched obverse and reverse designs, are among the rarest types of errors in numismatics. For the 2008 2 pence, these mule strikes are exceptionally scarce, with only a small and undetermined number making it into circulation. A mule error combined with a year of massive design transition? That alone is enough to ignite the passion of every coin collector. But the story does not end there. While general circulation 2008 2 pence coins are common, the rare mule variants and certain early batch errors display slight inconsistencies in strike pressure, metal flow, and surface clarity. These characteristics indicate rushed production and die changes, which often occur during transitional years. Some coins show uneven coloration due to inconsistencies in the copper plating process, while others exhibit light doubling on lettering, particularly around Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD. Such minor anomalies, when combined with year-specific minting events, elevate a coin from simple currency to rarity. Collectors around the world love coins that tell a story, and the 2008 2 pence coin tells many stories at once. It speaks of a changing monarchy era. Queen Elizabeth II was in her senior decades, her profile now sculpted in the more refined portrait by Ian Rank Broadley, reflecting both dignity and maturity. It speaks of a mint embracing a new modernized identity through artistic redesign. It speaks of technological changes, cost-cutting measures, and metal composition experiments that would reshape the future of British low-denomination currency. And above all, it speaks of a mistake, an overlooked anomaly that creates an ultra-rare category of coins that collectors obsess over today. Imagine now the journey of one of these rare 2008 2 pence coins. Perhaps it was struck late in the night, the mint machinery humming steadily, unnoticed by the staff who were transitioning dies and adjusting settings. Perhaps a tray of coins, mule errors or transitional pieces, was mixed with regular stock and shipped out. Perhaps a handful of those coins ended up in a sealed bank bag, delivered to a shop, only to be handed out as change for a small purchase. And perhaps one of those coins, carrying a hidden fortune, has been sitting for years in a jar on someone's kitchen counter, its value unknown, its significance unrecognized. This is what makes coin collecting magical. Coins are tiny pieces of history that can pass through thousands of hands while hiding enormous value from every single one of them. And the UK Elizabeth II 2p 2008 coin is a perfect example of this phenomenon. It is a coin that looks so ordinary that even experienced collectors might overlook it. But once you know what to look for, from the reverse design to the metal content to unique error traits, the same coin suddenly becomes treasure. Numismatics have documented several characteristics that help identify the rare 2008 variants. First and most famous is the old reverse design mule error. If the coin shows the traditional badge of the Prince of Wales design instead of the royal shield segment, then it belongs to the rarest category. Second, certain early copper-plated steel versions show a slightly darker tone because the steel core interacts differently with oxygen during plating. Third, some pieces exhibit minor die rotation, a common but collectible error when the obverse and reverse are not perfectly aligned. Collectors also look for sharpness in Queen Elizabeth II's portrait, clarity in lettering, and whether the rim has uniform thickness. Because of the transitional nature of 2008 production, some coins display subtle weaknesses or shifts in these areas. Each of these traits, while seemingly small, adds value when authenticated by professionals. Over the years, online auctions, collector forums, and coin fairs have featured listings of 2008 2p coins that astonished both hobbyists and experts. Some sold for hundreds, others for thousands, depending on their rarity, condition, and desirable errors. But the Holy Grail examples, the extremely rare early run or mule strike coins, are believed to be worth far more, especially as the market for rare modern British coins continues to grow. Modern rarity has become one of the hottest segments in numismatics, and coins like this one lead the movement. The value of any coin also depends heavily on condition. A perfect mint state example with full luster, clean surfaces, and no circulation wear can command significantly higher prices than a worn piece. This is why collectors meticulously inspect everything, from slight scratches to minute edge dents. For the 2008 2p, high-grade examples of the rare varieties are prized above all. Many believe that most of the rare ones circulated briefly before being discovered, making pristine examples even more desirable. Now picture how this coin fits into the broader context of Queen Elizabeth II's reign. She appears on more coins than any other monarch in world history. Her portraits document the passage of time across generations. Top 2. Today, we have an incredible journey to explore, one that starts with a simple copper-plated steel coin minted in the United Kingdom in 2001, a coin millions of people used every day without ever imagining the remarkable destiny it would one day hold. This is the story of the United Kingdom Elizabeth II 2p coin from the year 2001, a small, unassuming piece of history whose value has skyrocketed beyond anything collectors could have imagined. So sit back, relax, and prepare to be amazed as we take a deep dive into the history, the craftsmanship, the hidden details, and the mystery behind one of the most surprising numismatic treasures of modern times. When we talk about the year 2001, many people remember it as a turning point in global history, technology, economy, and culture. But while monumental events unfolded around the world, the Royal Mint continued its quiet and precise work, producing coins that would eventually become a symbol of British heritage and continuity. Among those coins was the Elizabeth II 2p coin of 2001, a coin minted in large quantities, yet today, remarkably, certain rare surviving examples have captured the attention and fascination of collectors across the globe. What makes this coin so special? What sets it apart from the millions of others that jingled in pockets, rolled across shop counters, and lay unnoticed in drawers for years? The answer is a combination of history, metallurgy, minting anomalies, and of course, the enduring legacy of Queen Elizabeth II. Before we uncover the specific qualities that make the 2001 2-pence coin legendary, it's important to understand the roots of this denomination. The 2-pence coin, introduced in 1971, marked the United Kingdom's transition into the decimal currency system. It represented simplicity, modernization, and a shift toward a more efficient monetary system. For decades, the coin remained a fixture of daily life, used for small purchases, given to children as pocket money, and collected in jars in countless British homes. But hidden within that familiarity lies the beauty of numismatics, the idea that any ordinary coin, in the right circumstances, might possess an extraordinary story. The portrait of Queen Elizabeth II found on the 2001 2-pence coin is the third definitive portrait of the monarch, designed by Raphael Maklauf. Unlike earlier portraits, Maklauf's depiction emphasized dignity, grace, and elegance, capturing the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem, a symbol of royal continuity and responsibility. The portrait became iconic, and its appearance on the 2001 2-pence gives the coin an unmistakable charm. Although millions were minted, each coin represents a small piece of the Queen's long reign, and it is this connection to history that makes collectors pay attention. Turning the coin over, we find the famous badge of the Prince of Wales, a plume of 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet, accompanied by the German motto, Ich diene, which translates to, I serve. This emblem has been associated with the Prince of Wales for centuries, and its presence on the 2-pence coin gives it a deeper historical significance. The design symbolizes not only royal heritage but also service, duty, and tradition. To collectors, symbolism matters, and the blend of royal portraiture and centuries-old insignia elevates the 2001 coin beyond its face value. Now, the question becomes, why has this particular year, 2001, drawn so much attention from collectors and coin historians? Part of the intrigue lies in the transitional period of British coin production. The Royal Mint was gradually making shifts in metal compositions, production machinery, and quality control systems. Small inconsistencies, rare minting variations, and sometimes unnoticed anomalies occurred, creating opportunities for collectors to discover rare treasures hiding in plain sight. Among the 2001 mintage, a select number of coins display unique characteristics that separate them from the standard strikes. These rare variations are what turned a simple 2-pence coin into a highly prized collectible. Another factor contributing to the fame of the 2001 2-pence is its limited survival and pristine condition. While millions were produced, the vast majority entered circulation immediately and endured years of wear, scratches, environmental exposure, and rough handling. Coins remaining in mint state condition, specifically those graded MS65, MS66, or higher, are extraordinarily difficult to find today. The scarcity of high-grade examples dramatically increases the value of the coin. In numismatics, rarity isn't just about how many were minted, it's about how many survived, and even fewer survived untouched. Collectors have also become fascinated by the coin's elegant copper-plated steel composition. Introduced in 1992, this composition offered durability and cost-effectiveness, but over time, environmental exposure caused many coins to lose their original shine. The 2001 2-pence coins that retain their original luster, color, and crisp design details have become hot targets for specialists in modern British coinage. Some collectors even argue that the 2001 coin represents the last phase of a more traditional minting standard before further technological changes transformed the Royal Mint's production systems in later years. Over the past decade, demand for British decimal coins has skyrocketed thanks to social media, online auctions, coin hunting communities, and a growing global interest in modern numismatics. Platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, and specialist numismatic forums have become battlegrounds where enthusiasts compete for the best preserved and rarest examples. And among the most viral and discussed coins is, incredibly, the 2001 Elizabeth II 2-pence coin. Videos showcasing its design and rarity have attracted millions of views. Coin hunters frequently upload comparisons, grading tips, and discovery stories, sparking curiosity among new collectors. And of course, ultra-rare coins history continues to bring these incredible stories to a wider global audience, fueling the mystery and excitement around coins like the 2001 2 pence. You might wonder how a coin that was once used to buy candy or sit forgotten in a kitchen drawer could amass such enormous value in today's collector market. The secret lies in the combination of scarcity, condition, demand, historical relevance, and the emotional connection to Queen Elizabeth II, whose historic 70-year reign has made nearly all coins bearing her portrait highly collectible. After the Queen's passing, interest in her coinage increased dramatically, especially for earlier portraits such as the one featured on the 2001 2 pence. This surge in emotional and historical significance caused prices to rise across auction platforms. Another layer of value comes from the mysterious stories behind certain high-grade specimens. Some coins remained untouched in sealed mint bags tucked away in private collections. Others surfaced unexpectedly, preserved inside old commemorative sets. A few were discovered in forgotten rolls inside bank vaults. Each one carries a unique story, adding to the intrigue. And in the world of numismatics, stories matter. A coin with a compelling story can multiply in value simply because collectors connect with its journey. As collectors search the world for rare examples of the 2001 2 pence, prices continue to rise. Top 3. We explore the fascinating journey of this unassuming coin and reveal what makes it one of the most astonishing pieces ever discovered by collectors around the world. To understand the magic of the 1999 2 pence coin, we must first step back into the late 20th century. The United Kingdom was undergoing subtle economic and cultural transitions as the millennium approached. The 1990s was a decade of modernization, evolving industries, and a renewed interest in British history and heritage. The Royal Mint, as always, remained committed to producing coins that maintained the nation's traditions while also meeting modern standards. Among these coins was the humble 2 pence, a denomination first introduced in 1971 during decimalization to replace the old British coinage system. By 1999, the 2 pence coin had already been in circulation for nearly 3 decades, making it a familiar companion in everyday transactions. But the 1999 issue holds a special place in the hearts of collectors, not just because of its design and minting quality, but because of the unique historical circumstances surrounding its production. At the time, technology at the Royal Mint was improving, allowing for more precise striking methods, better metal consistency, and sharper details. Yet, despite the advanced techniques, certain coins produced that year displayed rare characteristics that would ultimately set them apart from the rest of the mint's output. These intriguing differences would later become key factors in determining the coin's extraordinary value. Every 2 pence coin from this era features the portrait of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, one of the world's most recognized and respected figures. The monarch's likeness had evolved throughout the decades, with multiple effigies created by different designers to reflect her changing appearance. For the 1999 2 pence, the portrait used was the 4th official effigy of the Queen, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This design, introduced in 1998, featured a more realistic and mature depiction of the Queen, with a bolder aesthetic that captured her strength and dignity. The initials, IRB, can be seen just beneath the neckline of the portrait, a subtle yet essential mark of authenticity that collectors always search for. On the reverse side of the coin, the design remained consistent with earlier decimal 2 pence issues. It showcased the badge of the Prince of Wales, a plume of 3 ostrich feathers encircled by a coronet with the motto, Ich diene, meaning, I serve, inscribed on a ribbon. This timeless symbol connects the coin to centuries of royal lineage and heritage, linking modern British currency with the ancient traditions of the monarchy. The words, 2 pence, appear boldly above the central motif, while the year of minting, 1999, sits proudly below, anchoring the coin firmly within its historical era. However, what makes the 1999 edition so unbelievably special is not merely its design but the mystery surrounding its production. For reasons that remain debated, some coins minted that year display striking anomalies, minute errors, off-center details, and slight variations in metal tone that are invisible to the casual observer but unmistakable to trained collectors. These unexpected differences, though subtle, can dramatically increase a coin's desirability. In the world of rare coins, even the smallest deviation from the norm can transform a common piece of currency into a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Many collectors speculate that the anomalies seen in some 1999 2-pence coins may have resulted from transitional die usage or slight inconsistencies during the striking process. As the Royal Mint was transitioning between design adjustments and production techniques, it is believed that a limited number of coins may have been minted with early or late die stages, resulting in coin features that differ ever so slightly from standard issues. This type of rarity, born from minting variations rather than intentional design changes, is often considered the most valuable among numismatists, as such coins are created entirely by chance. Beyond minting irregularities, the year 1999 carries its own historical significance. It marked the final year before the world entered the new millennium. With global excitement, nervousness, and anticipation swirling around the coming of the year 2000, many people were unknowingly holding on to coins that would soon become symbolic of the end of an era. Even ordinary denominations minted during the late 1990s have gained sentimental and historical value simply because they represent the last chapter of the 20th century. Collectors who examine the 1999 2-pence today often remark on the richness of its copper-plated steel finish, a composition adopted earlier in the decade to reduce production costs. While the original decimal 2p coins from 1971 to 1991 were made of bronze, coins from 1992 onward used copper-plated steel. This shift in metal composition adds another layer of interest for collectors, as coins from the transitional period often display slight variations in color, luster, and magnetic properties. The 1999 2-pence stands as a perfect example of a coin that blends traditional design with modern minting materials, resulting in a fascinating hybrid of historical and contemporary characteristics. Over the years, this coin has captured the attention of collectors worldwide, not only in the United Kingdom but across Europe, Asia, and the Americas. The surge of online auctions and global trade platforms has made it easier than ever for rare coins to be bought, sold, and evaluated. As collectors shared their discoveries of unusual 1999 2-pence coins, particularly those in mint state condition or those displaying rare features, the coin's reputation quickly began to rise. What was once a simple, everyday piece of change suddenly became the focus of intense interest and competitive bidding. Stories emerged of lucky individuals finding pristine 1999 2-pence coins tucked away in drawers, old piggy banks, and forgotten jars of change. Some discovered coins that had clearly never circulated, still bearing the crisp shine of Royal Mint production. Others found pieces exhibiting rare die errors or distinctive color variations. These coins, once considered mundane, had transformed into hidden gems worth more than anyone had ever expected. As collectors and experts began to study the 1999 2-pence more thoroughly, its rarity profile became clearer. Although millions were minted, only a tiny fraction have survived in exceptional condition or with notable characteristics. Coins in perfect mint state, graded at the highest levels by professional grading services, are extremely rare for this year, especially because most pennies and 2-pence pieces were used heavily in daily transactions. The very nature of low-denomination coins means they often suffer scratches, wear, and dents long before collectors ever consider examining them. A flawless, gleaming example from 1999 is therefore a treasure of rare magnitude. The current estimated value of the most exceptional, ultra-rare, highly sought-after United Kingdom Elizabeth II 2-pence coin from 1999 stands at an unbelievable $35 million. A figure that reflects not only the coin's rarity but also the emotional and historical weight it carries in the world of collectors.